everybody, how's it going? My name is Klaus, this is my house, literally, and we're doing a little bit of a special today. Someone had brought up a very interesting idea, Radroach tacos, and I thought, oh, that'd be a really cool idea for 1,000 subscribers, and a couple people were pushing it, and I thought it was really cool, but I had to figure out how I was going to do that, because no offense, I'm not eating cockroaches. Ugh. Well, I guess they do in certain countries, but they don't sell them here, as far as I know. And I wasn't going to go, find them crawling around. So I tried to find the closest thing related to a cockroach that is edible. And it turns out, interestingly enough, that lobsters and shrimp are distant relatives. So I'm a poor man. I didn't buy lobsters. But I did buy some scrimps. Our pseudo Radroach tacos are essentially going to be some sweet Thai chili shrimp tacos. That's pretty much how we're going to do it. I'm going to make like a little marinade out of this sweet chili sauce. I'm going to put in some of this regular old chili sauce. I'm going to throw a little lime juice, some other seasonings in there. And then we got our scrimpies over there. Alright, so basically what we have here is all the shrimp peeled. And you'll notice that one on the right looks a little weird compared to the other ones. Well, that's because we're going to crush them. These guys look like shrimp. This thing looks kind of like a shrimp. A little bit. It looks like just a piece of meat, more or less. So that's kind of how we're going to go about it. Now, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to cover it with my hand, and then I'm going to pound it with my other hand. Well, maybe I can just press it. And there we go. If we keep it like this, oops, I suppose it looks a little bit less like a scrimpy and a little bit more like just a regular old piece of meat. So this is how we're going to do it. Give you a little close up there. And I'm going to do that to all the shrimp, and then I'll show you the marinade. Alrighty, so without the cat stealing the show, we're going to get going with the marinade here. Oh, show stealer. She's such a show stealer. Anyways, we're going to start out with a little bit of pepper. So I'll just crack some of that right over our scrimpies. Then I want to add a little bit of salt. And I'm not going to do too much, honestly. Just because I'm not a fan of over-seasoning right at the beginning. If it needs something, we'll put it in right at the end. So salt and pepper, I just do a little bit in the beginning, give it a taste test, and see how it goes. So the other thing we have is a lime. So I'm going to try and get some good lime juice in there. There we go. That guy looks pretty spent. And then comes the sweet chili sauce, which has a nice little pull tab in it. And you'll notice I'm doing all of this by eye. You don't have to, I suppose. You can find out the optimal thing and, do it that way, but I like to do things by eye a little bit. Just a personal preference. Alright, now we got that off finally. Ooh, whoa, whoa. This stuff is straight up chili. It smells ridiculously good, but it's gonna be spicy. Well, let's just pour it in. I don't need a spoon. Alrighty, so there we go. That's pretty much going to be it. I'm thinking that I actually might want to add like a little bit of soy sauce or something like that, because this is really red and Radroaches tend to be a little bit more on the like brown and or green side. So I got to try and figure out what I want to do in that regard. Alright, so that's pretty much like my method. I like to smell things together. If they smell okay together, I generally go with it. If not, I won't. But this smells alright with this. This is for the sake of a video. I'm not trying to be like a 5-star chef over here. Who knows, it might come out pretty good. And this is only marinade, so doesn't really matter a whole lot, I suppose. Well, that's a really stupid thing to say. A marinade does matter. If you put a really shitty marinade together and you put food in it and then you cook that food, it's probably going to taste pretty shitty. So it does matter, I suppose. But, all in the sake of cooking for YouTube.
and then put it in the fridge.
Okay, dokie, smoky. So basically, I've taken it upon myself to cut up some red cabbage, and I made like a tiny little pico. Kind of is a pico. It's kind of not. Just some tomato and onion. I guess it's kind of a base. And then I ended up breading our shrimp with this pancos, and hopefully this can brown it out a little bit and make it really nice. We're about to fry that. So yeah, let's go do it. One by one, they go in the pan. Ugh. This hopefully comes out pretty good. There were some of these, like this piece right here, that really just don't look like shrimp anymore. Um, and I'm very, very proud of how these nasty things are turning out. I'm gonna move you over just a bit and try and fit some more in there. I didn't do an egg wash, so hopefully this ends up coming out okay and it doesn't lose too much of the breadcrumbs. Like you can see some of it's already starting to come off. I suppose that kind of is what it is. Anyways, guys, I'm going to cook this all up and then I will show you the finale. Alright guys, this is pretty much what it's going to end up being. Like I said, the coating kind of came off the shrimp, but I like those little crispy bits, so we're going to end up kind of incorporating that. Plus it adds like a nice like brown color to it. I have the red cabbage out, I have my little pico out, and I got some more of that chili sauce. It's not the sweet chili sauce, because I want a little bit more spice than sweet at this point. The other thing for leaving like the crispier bits over there is actually because that took up a lot of the flavor from the shrimp. So all of the chili sauce and all that crap that was stuck on there is pretty much in the crispy stuff. So basically we're starting our taco with our tortilla. And next thing we're going to do is move over and get some of these delicious scrimpy poopies. I'm going to try and get some of the crispy stuff in there. I would kind of enjoy that. It's kind of hard to do this one-handed, but we'll just like kind of lay them out in a row. And I don't know. Come on, little crispy guys. Get in here. Get in here for some lovin'. Alright. Don't want to burn through all of them, because I do want to make a couple more of these. But that seems to be pretty good right there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little dab of this chili sauce, and we're just going to spread it ever so slightly across our tacos. So I don't know, that one's probably going to be a fairly mild one, but it is what it is. The next thing I want to do is get some of the pico, and we're going to throw some of that in there. Maybe a little bit more tomato. I'm a big fan of the tomato. Plus we had a lot of onions, so got to kind of offset that bite. And then the way that we're going to end it off, essentially, is by grabbing ourselves some of this red cabbage and throwing it on the top there. Alright, so you can see we got a pretty loaded taco, and essentially we're going to eat it like that. I'm going to go ahead and make myself some more of these, and I will talk to you when I'm ready to eat them. You can see we got some lovely pictures of shrimp tacos behind us. I had to move the mic away from my mouth a little bit because I am going to be eating. I don't want to get that stuff in there. But essentially, fuck, I'm already making a mess. Already making a mess. This, uh, uh, this thing right here is our shrimp taco. You can see this in there. That's our shrimpies. We have some tomato, some onion, some red cabbage, and some chili sauce just to make it count. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little nervous about eating this. I know I made it, um, but I'm just not sure about what I put in here. I took guesses. I took serious guesses. Okay. You know what? That's not that bad. I don't think you guys could see that. Gotta do one up here. I gotta say, I'm actually really pleasantly surprised with the way this came out. These are actually good. Um, Lessons learned. Egg wash, damn it. Are we gonna fry something? And you want breading on there? Egg wash. That was mistake number one. Mm. I hope this is making you guys hungry. Mm. This is also probably really weird. Like, isn't there a? I think there's like Twitch stuff, or maybe not Twitch, but places like where you can watch people eating. I kind of feel like that's the weird moment we're sharing. In fact, if any of you are eating right now, you're already making me feel better. It's like we're on a date. You know? Hi, my name is Klaus. What do you do for a living? Hmm. You don't say. You want to have kids? What? What did I say? I don't get it. That's how I feel. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of variation so you can role play with me. You know, you can come back and you can watch this video later with your dinner. You can throw the food at your screen. Like, what kind of question is, do you want kids? Anyways, these have been thoroughly enjoying. Um, I feel like I got lucky that shrimp are distant cousins to roaches. So good. I really thought this was gonna suck, but it's simple. The flavors are good. It's not too strong, not too shrimpy. Um, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of spice. I think it was a really good idea to add that chili sauce at the end because uh, the marinade, I guess, well, I didn't leave it in that long, maybe only 3 hours. It didn't really penetrate the shrimp a whole lot. Um, all in all, though, pretty damn good. Mm. I'm not sure what else I would have added to this. Maybe instead of going with salt in the beginning, I just would have put more soy sauce. Maybe try to brown it up a little bit. Mm, definitely, definitely would have done the egg wash because that would have just made it more brown. Um, and I feel like that was the kind of thing. It came out pretty red, so it's Radroach, I guess. But it didn't really have a whole lot of brown or green. That being said, maybe it would have been a better idea to get green cabbage instead of red cabbage. But one, red cabbage is delicious. Delicious. Not that green cabbage isn't. Um, but yeah, it kind of is what it is. Mm. Anyways, I'm gonna go finish these. I actually still have a lot left. I can only fit 2 on this plate. Um, so I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to follow along, I think the recipe more or less should be complete enough as it is. Uh, I mean, I didn't really measure stuff, so I can't be here and go like, oh, well, you put 3 teaspoons of that and 1 pinch of that and this or that. I just all went by eye, so it's a little bit intuition. But that's what cooking is. Cooking is really an experimentation. Um, Anyways, should get to the point of this video before I go back and get more and leave you guys. But thanks for 1,000 subscribers. I had a lot of fun getting to this point. I'm sure we're going to have even more fun as we keep going. And do you guys want to see more stuff like this? Just let me know. Uh, a diverse channel is not necessarily a bad channel. I know this is probably not going to be everyone's favorite video, uh, but you know, at least for Rods and for Cody and for everybody else that was, you know, in the loop of Radroach tacos, here you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do what you do. Otherwise, have a great day, great night, whatever it is to you. And I will see you back here next time for some more House of Klaus.